So I'm just now getting a chance to listen to Living by a Doctrine That God Hates. Okay? So by the title, I took it to mean that these people were actually living by a doctrine that in teaching that the Most High hates. But it's the same thing. He's talking about the Nicolaitans, and I know all about the Nicolaitans. These are these religious leaders, these rulers over the people, okay? And they have their doctrines, their precepts of men that they hoard over the people. So anyway, they were living by a doctrine that the Most High hates, okay? Yes, the Most High hates certain things, but not. See, I bring a different perspective, but it still lines right up and it's still confirmation on the things that I've been bringing forth and the things that I've been talking about, but from a different perspective. It still all lines up. It's still all one. It still all goes back to what the Most High said in the beginning. Okay? So yes, the Most High and Yahusha has suffered for many doctrines to be taught upon the earth, okay? These precepts of men. There's a reason why he had to send the Spirit of truth into the earth, okay? For those that seek. He told you, seek and you shall find, okay? Knock and the door shall be opened, all right? So you actually have to search for him. You cannot just rely on things that you have been taught by him. Okay? About him, I should say. Not by him, but about him. Because you're not allowing him to teach you when you are relying on things that you have been taught by other mortals upon the earth, okay? And you never sought him for yourself outside of all the preconditioned boxes that you have been taught. You don't go outside, you don't think outside the freaking box that was created and constructed in your mind. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you pray, Christian, I use Christian because I was in that mindset, okay? So this is what I have to do. I have to use my own life to explain to you how to break this mind control that you're under. You are under a spell, okay? That's bottom line, plain and simple. You're under a spell, and in order to break that spell, I'm giving you the steps because I was there. I was under the spell of Christianity at one point in my life. Okay? I had been taught about the Most High all my life, and at that time I called him God because that's what I was taught that his name was. Okay? But God is a title, not a name. Okay? Just like president, just like governor, just like king. These are titles, okay? God is a title. It is not a name. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you what to call him, because it frankly does not matter what name you use. You can use God, but you need to understand that there are many gods because God is a title. So you need to know the difference between the Most High Almighty Power, the creator of all life, from other deities that claim to be him. Okay? This is why the Messiah said that my sheep hear my voice and they will not hear the voice of another. Why would he have to say that if it was only his voice speaking? Clearly there are other voices. The Messiah said, let no man deceive you. Why would he have to tell you that if there was no deception? Why would he have to tell you that many are going to come in my name? If everybody upon the face of the earth truly knew him and truly walked by what he taught. See, people, you are under a strong delusion. And you have not questioned certain things that you have been taught to believe in. So when you pray, Christian, you have in your preconditioned mind And you don't think outside of that. You pray within that. So you're asking him to bless your dead flesh and blood, which he never gave you as a food source. You're wondering where he's at when you begin to become sick and get diagnosed with some terminal disease, some terminal illness. And you wonder where God is at. Your loved one dies of cancer or heart disease or some kind of other terminal disease. And you wonder where God is at because you're constantly praying over your food, your so-called food. You're praying over that. You think that you're following after the commandments of the Most High, but you're following the precepts of men. And you're blaspheming the Father on a daily basis with your stony heart and your stopped up ears and your blinded eyes, following your leaders that have done nothing but lie to you and lead you far away from the true almighty power. And you don't even realize it. You're oblivious to it, and you're complacent with it. You don't even want to question. You're complacent with all the things that you've been taught all your life. And so anyway, I just wanted to make a comment as I got 17 minutes and 40 seconds into the video. I'm loving it, by the way. I'm loving what he's bringing because it's still coinciding with the things that I'm bringing out. It's just from a different perspective. Okay? But I know all about the Nicolaitans. As a matter of fact, I bring up the Nicolaitans in this series, Flowing by Way of the Spirit. Okay? So anyway, that's all I had to say on that. If you want to continue to be complacent with all these things that you've been taught of men, and you continue to reject the spirit of truth, and you look down upon the willing vessels upon the earth as if the Father is not with us, when you can clearly see our demonstration. Okay? Hey man, it is what it is. You can deny it all you want. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate, and it's okay. I'm willing to go through what I have to go through. The Messiah had to go through it. I ain't greater than him. So I'm going to bring out the things that he put on my spirit to bring out. And I don't care if people hate it. I don't care if people, I don't care if people unsubscribe. Okay? Do what you want to do. You get free agency upon this earth. You don't want to hear the words that the Father put upon my spirit? Well, okay. But those that the Father leads will be on this channel. Because this channel is here, led by the Spirit of truth, to feed his children. Yeah, it's spiritual food, so that you can grow. Those that are his sheep, that truly hear his voice, they're going to tell that this is his voice. I don't have to convince anybody. My life speaks for itself. On that note, shalom.